Now let's summarize chapter number 7 also. So the living and non-living things of of an environment forms an ecosystem. The living things are called as biotic factors, and the non-living things like air, water are called as abiotic factors. The organisms like plants, animals and microbes make up the living part, and the soil, water, temperature and sunlight make the non-living part or the abiotic components. See, there is a continuous chain of eating and being eaten, which is called a food chain. It starts from the plants, who are called producers, as they prepare food by the process of photosynthesis. Animals and human beings are called as consumers. Okay, animals that live in other organisms are called as parasites. Microorganisms which feed in dead and decaying matter and decompose them are called as decomposers. Now you will see the consumers. There are several categories of consumers like herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. Okay, then scavengers, decomposers, parasites, etc. So herbivores are the animals like cow, goat, elephant, deer, which eats plants. They are also called the primary consumers. They have sharp front teeth and a strong broad teeth. Carnivores and omnivores are called as secondary consumers, and the animals like lion, tiger, hawk, which eats only the flesh of the other animals are called as, or herbivores are called as carnivores, okay, or secondary consumers. Then in here there may be too many carnivores, means like a frog eats an insect, and a snake eats a frog, and an eagle eats a snake. So there may be predators eaten by the larger predators. Okay, or you may take the example like a toad eats an insect and it is being eaten by a bullfrog, African bullfrog. So like that. Okay, so here there will be the tertiary consumers and so on. So carnivore animals have sharp pointed curved teeth, and the birds which come in this category, they have sharp beak and claws, or you can say hooked beak for tearing the flesh, and sharp claws. Okay. Omnivorous animals like bear, man, dog eat both plants and the flesh of the other animals. So they have all 4 types of teeth, means we have got the biting teeth, strong grinding teeth, and for chewing the flesh and bones. So they are also in the secondary consumers category. So come to the parasites. So these are the parasites which generally harm the host on which they live, and they suck the blood or pierce and suck the blood or feed on the blood of the host. Scavengers and decomposers are the animals which eat the flesh of the dead animals. Okay, and they keep the environment clean. And the last part are the decomposers. They feed on the dead and decaying material. Now let's recap once the chapter of sounds. So sounds are made up of vibrations or sound waves that can be heard. So there are many vibrations which we cannot hear, but animals, very low vibrations, dogs can hear. The vibrations travel through air, water and solid objects. Okay, so sound are produced or made by the common objects, okay, and are also made by the living organisms like us or animals. Now there is a question, do plants make a sound? Yes, certainly. You can see when a tree falls down, or when we walk on the dead or dry leaves, or when the tree burns or with the wind the leaves rustle, plants make a sound. Now we come to the types of the sound. So there will be pleasant sounds and unpleasant sounds. The pleasant sounds which gives the feeling of peace, like music, and unpleasant sound that makes us feel irritated or not to hear, like crying, drilling sound. There are some special sounds also. These are called warning sounds, like the sounds of a siren. Okay, so that is also a loud sound that is generally a signal or a warning used to signal or feeling the sudden sense of danger. Okay, or there may be like sound of the school bell that makes us aware about the issues. Okay, like the school time period is going to end or a particular period is ending, or there may be special sounds which is issued when there is a case of earthquake or fire or assembly, like that. Noise is unwanted sound which has unpleasant effects and discomfort. Now harmful effects of loud noises are also there. So that is the summary, and the pollution or the effect caused by loud noise is called a noise pollution. So here are certain measures by which we can reduce it at home or offices. So this is the full revision of science. Now let's see the questions for revision of lesson number 7. So first question is, what is photosynthesis? Here you have to define photosynthesis and what is the importance of photosynthesis you need to write down. Then you have to write the difference between the biotic and the abiotic components, 2 points. Then you have to tell the reason in 2 or 3 lines how produces are the base of the food chain. Okay, now come to lesson number 8. Define sound and give examples. Then differentiate between, first is pleasant and unpleasant sound given in your book. Then warning sounds and noise, 2 points only. Okay. Then third question, how is loud music or noise can be harmful to human body? So here I have summarized the points. You need to write, loud music or noise are harmful to human body as it can cause hypertension and high stress levels. It can also affect our hearing power. It can increase the blood pressure, heartbeat and headache. It can hamper the sleep pattern. So likewise you will answer.